We're on the record in cause number 328336. The case is styled the state of Texas versus Catherine Singleton. Is that your full name?
Yes.
How you doing, Ms. Singleton?
Okay.
That's good. Ms. Singleton, you're represented by attorney Terrence Allison. He's appearing on Zoom. Mr. Allison, how are you doing?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
I'm fine.
Mr. Allison, you have an announcement you'd like to make in Ms. Singleton's case?
Judge, I'm asking that this case should be reset for 30 days.
Okay. Do you need to get discovery or?
I need all that, and I need to meet with Ms. Singleton.
Okay. Okay, just hold on for your date.
Thank you.
7/16.
Okay. Ms. Singleton, your case is going to be reset until July 16th of 2021. Just have a seat in the gallery. The court coordinator will come out and give you your reset. Once you get your reset, you'll be free to go, and you have a blessed day.
Thank you.
All right.
May I be excused?
Yes, Mr. Allison, you may be excused, and you have a blessed day as well.
You too, Judge. Bye-bye.
All right. Oh, hold on a minute. We're on the record in cause number 328596. And also cause number 329040. Both cases are styled the state of Texas versus Derek Lance Coates. Could you check and see if there's some bond conditions in cause number 329040? Okay, yeah. For the record, your name is Derek Lance Coates?
Yes, sir.
Okay, how you doing, Mr. Coates?
Pretty good.
I'm doing fine. Now, Mr. Coates, you're here represented by your attorney, Mr. Jack Lawrence. Mr. Lawrence, how are you doing?
Just fine, Your Honor. Mr. Coates is going to request that he be allowed to substitute a private attorney that he wants to hire for me.
Well, his attorney, once he hires an attorney, the attorney would have to file his motion. That doesn't happen before, the motion has to be filed by the attorney. Have you hired an attorney?
No, sir.
Okay, well, but you, Mr. Lawrence is still your attorney. Okay, now, until you hire another attorney. Okay, so let me do this. Now, Mr. Coates, I see here you have two cases. First case is cause number 328596. And the second case is cause number 329040. And let's see, name is Derek Coates. Yes. Can't copy this. Okay, there we have Mr. Kimler. Thank you. Mr. Lawrence, will you please hand this to Mr. Coates?
Okay, Mr. Coates,
I'm going to go over those conditions with him.
this is something you need to read.
Okay, Mr. Coates, first of all, you charged with, in cause number, let's see, 328596, you charged with the Class A misdemeanor offense of driving while intoxicated with an alcohol concentration level of 0.15 or more. And in cause number 329040, you're charged with the offense of DWI second. Now, Mr. Coates, the document that you've been handed is titled Standard Bond Conditions in County Court at Law Number 2. Do you see that title?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I will go over these. I will go over this document with you, and it reads: following arrest and/or accusation in County Court at Law Number 2 of Jefferson County, Texas, all bail bonds executed for release of any defendant named herein are ordered subject to the following additional conditions. Number 1, the defendant shall commit no offense against the laws of this state, any other state, or of the United States. Do you understand that condition? Condition number 2, the defendant shall submit to testing for drugs and alcohol at any time as directed by the court. The court may revoke the bond and order the arrest of any defendant who A, refuses to submit to a test for drugs and alcohol when directed to do so by the court, or B, submit to a test for drugs and alcohol, and the test indicates the presence of drugs or alcohol in the defendant's body, and that's pursuant to Texas Code of Criminal Procedure, Article 17.44, Section A2 and Section C2. And condition 3, the defendant shall not communicate either directly or indirectly with the alleged victim of the pending offense, and the defendant shall not go near any resident school or other location frequented by the alleged victim. Do you understand that condition?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, condition number 4, and this applies because the second case that you have, which is cause number 329040, is a driving while intoxicated second. And in this document, it is mentioned as a subsequent offense, okay, under section 49.04 through 4906, okay? So let me read this to you. It says, a defendant who has been arrested or accused of any subsequent offense listed under section 49.04 through 4906 of the Texas Penal Code shall not operate any motor vehicle unless the vehicle is equipped with an interlock device mechanism that makes impractical the operation of the vehicle if ethyl alcohol is detected in the breath of the operator. And said device shall be installed at the defendant's expense with written verification of such installation being submitted to the court on or before the 10th day after arrest. Now, give me that, it's gonna be on or after before the 10th day after today. Okay, so you'll have 10 days in which to get that document, to get the interlock. May I see, I need to make a change on your motion. Okay.
Does he have to bring you a copy of the?
He needs to,
receipt?
he could provide proof. It could be submitted to the court, either by him or by his attorney. And I just initially erased arrest, what it says that on or before the 10th day after today. And today's date is May 28th of 2021. Now,
So he would go to a private vendor who would.
well, yeah, I mean, there are places he can go to. I don't have a list or anything, but I know there are some places. Now, your case is going to be reset 30 days. And you indicated to the court that you're going to be hiring an attorney. Is that correct? Okay. So once your attorney is hired, your attorney will send this court a motion to substitute. And then based on that, and he's going to send this court and also send Mr. Lawrence a copy of it. And at that particular time, I guess when we come back to court, if everything is in order, then you'll have the attorney that you hire. Okay? Okay. So we're gonna.
Can I get you to explain one further thing, Your Honor? I believe it's the case that you have no obligation to appoint any other attorneys. after
Well, I have appointed an attorney.
Yes,
You are his attorney right now.
but whenever he fires me or whatever. you
Well,
don't-
right now, he says he wants to hire an attorney. We're gonna give him that opportunity to hire his attorney. If that doesn't happen, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
So I'll stay in the case.
Yeah, you're still his attorney. You're
Yes,
still his attorney.
yes, sir.
Okay, you can stand over there, Mr. Lawrence, you can get your reset, and once your attorney, Mr. Lawrence, get your reset, you get a copy, you'll be, Mr. Coach, you'll be free to go. You have a blessed day. And you have a blessed day as well, Mr. Lawrence.
Thank you.
I'll go back outside.
Yeah, if, unless you can sit in the courtroom if you desire.
It's gonna
Mr.
be July 12th. I'm coming.
Okay,
Well,
yeah, it's gonna be reset to July 12th. Mr. Wilkerson, would you please put your mic on mute? Okay. We have anybody ready on? I need a tab.
Mr. Kimler's client, Miss Sales, is sitting in gallery. He's on
Miss Sales?
Sales on his first.
I need
page
to
of
tab.
GRP.
Deputy Marshal.
Yes, sir.
President, Michelle, Your Honor.
Judge,
Tablet.
can you grab a tablet for Judge?
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Your Honor, if I could approach you in the podium just a
Melanie's
moment.
coming.
Okay. Okay, we on the, this is on the motion to revoke probation docket. We're on the record in cause number 321328. The case is styled as State of Texas versus Sarah and Sales. Ms. Sales, is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
Okay, how you doing, Ms. Sales?
Fine.
That's good. Ms. Sales, you are represented by, is this set, this seems like this is set for hearing at 10 a.m.
Yes, Your Honor, that's where I was kind of confused because this was set for.
Yeah, this
hearing.
is set for hearing at 10 a.m.
In fact, I would like to talk to Mr. Kimber about this and maybe resolve this without.
Okay, okay. Mr. Kimler,
Yes, sir.
how are you doing?
Fine, I'm at the jail, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Shearer says he's going to, I guess you're gonna call him?
I can call.
Yeah, he's gonna call you in a minute.
Okay, just would you send me a text if you would, instead of the call? The call will be forwarded if he would just text me.
Okay,
Okay,
okay.
that's fine.
All right. This sales is not free to go, Your Honor, if you could let her know that. She has
I
to
know.
stay there.
Just have a seat in the gallery. Okay,
I'll sign off then.
okay, you are. I'm gonna need to see if we got some bond conditions in this case. On Nelson, Zachary Dess. Okay, we're on the record in cause number 328666. The case is styled the State of Texas versus Zachary Scott Phillips Nelson.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Nelson, is that your full name?
Yes, Your Honor.
How you doing, Mr. Nelson?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Mr. Nelson, you're here represented by your attorney, Paul Fukuda. Mr. Fukuda, how you doing?
Well, Judge.
That's good. Mr. He does, okay. Mr. Fukuda, do you have an announcement that you'd like to make in Mr. Nelson's case?
Judge, we were hoping for a reset on the announcement. We've been working with Ms. McAfee on the potential of a plea bargain. Haven't been able to resolve that.
You say Miss
Is it
McAfee?
McAfee or Maxie?
Maxie.
Oh,
Sorry, I
okay.
had two names in my phone. Sorry, Julie.
Okay, I was wondering. Yeah, okay. So you need your case reset? How
Yes,
long,
Judge.
how long a reset do you need?
Well, the exploration may include a pretrial diversion, it may not, so I'm not certain about that.
When is the next pretrial diversion date? Do we know? Right? When is the next pretrial diversion sign-up date?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Is
I
it
guess it would be in June.
June? Okay.
What is it, the third Thursday, something like that?
It's usually the first Thursday
First Thursday.
in the month.
So that
Then
would be-
that's.
So what we'll do, we can reset it till after that. No, have you signed up?
No, we haven't signed up.
Okay, June,
We were
July,
talking about other
August.
plea options and.
Okay.
Maybe the
Because
next
you
one,
have to-
the next one after that is gonna be August.
Okay.
So what we can do, we can give you an August date.
Yes, sir.
The date that we usually give is like a week after the sign-up date. So if you get in, the case will maybe dismissed or something, and then it'll go away. But if you don't get in, then you, in the cases, if the case hadn't been dismissed, you have to still come to court. Ms. Smith, could you give us
August 13th.
it's gonna be reset to August 13th, 2021. You can go to the court coordinator's office, get your reset. Once you get your reset, you'll be free to go. Once your attorney give you your reset, you'll be free to go. And you have a blessed day, and you have a blessed day as well, Mr.
Thank
Chairman.
you, Your Honor.
Okay. Do we have, okay. You said Mr. Moore was here? Okay. This is on the motion to revoke probation document. Moore, Jeremy Moore. There's one on the motion to revoke probation document.
No, that's that's just the courthouse. Mr. Pierce, what's your first name? Mr. Pierce? Yes. What's your name? Pierce. Your first name? Ben Benjamin.
We're on record in two cases. First case is cause number 322328. And the second case is cause number 326343. Both cases are styled the state of Texas versus Jeremy Russell Moore. Mr. Moore, is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
How you doing, Mr. Moore?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Now, Mr. Moore, you're here with your attorney, Mr. Ben Pierce, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
How you doing, Mr. Pierce?
I'm doing well this morning, other than a little rain as soon as I got out of the car.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Okay. Get dry. Don't get a cold or nothing.
No,
Now, Mr. Pierce, Mr. Jeremy Moore has two cases. His first case is a motion to revoke probation. And his second case is a failure to identify. Now, I'm just looking at the court's docket. I also see, is it two felony cases that's set for July 12th
that's
of
correct.
2021?
That's correct.
What is your well, let me ask the Mr. Minor, the probation office. What is the probation office and the DA's office recommendation?
Revocation.
And we have reached an agreement. Mr. Moore has about 20 days in jail.
Oh, okay.
So we will give him credit for that. We'll revoke his probation, give him credit for the 20 days, and we're going to dismiss the failure to identify.
Oh, okay. So y'all gonna do that today?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So we just need to get the paperwork.
Okay. Y'all could just have a seat and get the paperwork done, and then we'll call you back up.
Will do, Your Honor.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
I have a please ready, right? Okay. Smith. Oh, it's not here. Mr. Bailey, would you please call Calvin Williams? Yes. We're on the record in cause number 326910. The case is filed the state of Texas versus Calvin Hugh Williams.
Yes, sir.
Is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
How you doing, Mr. Williams?
Going good.
That's good. Mr. Williams, you're here represented by your attorney, Attorney Tom Burbank. Attorney Burbank, how are you doing? Okay. Mr. Burbank, do you have an announcement that you would like to make in Mr. Williams' case?
We do, Judge. We've reviewed the court's, the state's offer of 2 years probation. We rejected at this time and asked it to be placed on the trial docket.
Okay, just hold on for your trial date.
Hold on, Judge, let me get one. October 18th.
Okay, case is gonna be reset for trial October the 18th. Mr. Burbank, you can get your reset from the court coordinator.
I will.
Once you get your reset, you'll be free to go. You have a blessed day. And Mr. Williams, once you get your reset from your attorney, you'll be free to go as well. And you have a blessed day.
Maybe
Just
an
have-
excuse to that day, John.
Yes.
Sit outside and not get the reset. Okay. I think I have one more, Judge.
Brandon Martin. This is on the motion to revoke probation docket.
Brandon Martin.
Okay, yeah, just close that. I just go with that.
If you keep your first name.
We're on the record in two cases. First case is cause number 312974. And the second case is cause number 327932. Both cases are styled the state of Texas versus Brandon Jarrell Morton. The first case, cause number 321974, is a motion to revoke probation. Now, your full name is Brandon Jarrell Morton.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, Mr. Martin?
How you doing?
I'm doing fine. Mr. Martin, you're here represented by your attorney, Mr. Tom Burbank. Mr. Burbank, do you have an announcement that you would like to make in Mr. Martin cases?
Your Honor, I thought we could work it out with the motion to revoke probation because it was administrative. But I was told, and I do not have any paperwork, that there's a new charge now that he's been arrested for, terroristic threat.
Oh, that's it's cause number 327932.
And I do not have any paperwork on that, Judge. So I'm asking for a reset until I can get the paperwork and
Okay,
take care of it all.
how much time do you need?
Just a normal reset.
Normal reset?
Rejection.
Just hold on for your reset date.
7/16.
Okay, it's gonna be reset to July 16th, 2021.
I will go back and get a reset from the coordinator.
Okay, once your attorney gets you reset, you'll be free to go, and you have a blessed day.
All right, likewise.
All right, thank you.
16. I'd be excused. Your Honor.
Yes, you may, and you have a blessed day as well, Mr. Murray. You can just go out there, he'll give it to you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Is that Mr. Cobb? Okay. Nevada Williams? Nevietta Williams? She's outside.
She's outside.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Cobb. We're on the record in cause number 316116. The case is styled the state of Texas versus Nevietta Lavon Williams. Ms. Williams, is that your full name?
Yes,
How you doing, Ms. Williams? I'm doing fine. Now, Ms. Williams, you are represented by Attorney Bruce Cobb, and Mr. Cobb is appearing via Zoom. Mr. Cobb, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing fine, Your Honor.
Okay, that's good. Now, we have Mr. Dorian Minor, who's here from the probation office. And we also have Mr. Raymond Shearer from the district attorney's office. Does state have a recommendation in this case?
Well, yes, Your Honor, in this case, on the 14th of June, Ms. Williams is supposed to appear in drug court on a motion to revoke probation.
Oh,
Your
okay.
Honor, I can't hear anything they say.
Okay, hold on a minute. Could you stand right there?
On the 14th of June, Ms. Williams is supposed to appear in drug court on a motion to revoke probation. And she's represented by Mr. Kimler in that court. And so the state would like to reset her case till after the felony probation MTRP is heard in drug court.
Okay, Mr. Cobb, did you hear that?
No, Your Honor, I didn't hear it. Just was kind of.
Okay, what the state is saying that Ms. Williams has a felony motion to revoke probation and on June 14th, 2021 in drug court. And she's scheduled for a motion to revoke probation on that date. The state is requesting that this case be reset after that date.
I'm in full agreement with that, Your Honor. That's fine. Do you know if I could get a copy of the MTRP?
Oh,
I'll make sure he has discovery and he should be able to log on and get it.
yeah, Mr. Shearer said he'll make sure that you have discovery and you'll be able to log on.
Thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate that.
Just hold on for a court date.
So do you want one after the felony on a Friday, the same week, or after, Mr. Cobb?
I'm going to go ahead and go along with Mr. Shearer's recommendation. It would have to be after the felony.
That wasn't the question. Do you want it on the same week? That following Friday, she comes to court on Monday. Would you like her to come back on that Friday?
Yes, that would be fine.
Okay. Then that's gonna be 6. It's gonna be 6/18.
Okay.
Okay, it's gonna be June 18.
Yes, sir.
2021. Miss Williams, just have a seat in the gallery. Our court coordinator will give you a reset. Once you get your reset, you'll be free to go, and you have a blessed day. All right. And Mr. Cobb, your reset will be sent to you. And I think this is your only case, so you're free to go as well, and you're excused, and you have a blessed day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Cobb,
Yes, Your Honor.
could you, it's Melanie, I'm sorry. Could
Melanie,
you
I'm
please-
sorry I couldn't.
That's okay. That's okay. Could you please docket your calendar? I'm unable to get a fax through to you.
Okay, I'll put 6, was it 6/19?
18.
18, okay.
Yes, sir.
6/18, that Friday.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Friday, 6/18 at 9 a.m. I'll
Yes,
be
sir.
there.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Uh-huh.
Okay, thanks a lot. Would you please call Zacrease Johnson on the announcement docket? She might be in the hall. Crease. Is that right? Okay, we're on the record in cause number 326166. Case is style of State of Texas versus Zacrease Johnson. Is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
Okay, how you doing, Mr. Johnson?
All right.
That's good. Now, Mr. Johnson, you're here represented by your attorney Antoine. Attorney Antoine, how you doing?
I'm good, man. How you?
I'm doing fine. Mr. Antoine, you have an announcement you'd like to make on the case?
No, I'd like to reset for another announcement. We need to get together, go over there. Yeah, fine.
Okay, so you need a conference. Okay, how much time do you need?
30 days.
Standard, okay. Just hold on a minute.
I apologize. I was in between.
Okay, it's he's asking for a standard reset. This is Zacrease Johnson on the announcement docket.
Okay. It's going to be 7/16.
It's gonna be reset to July 16th, 2021. Mr. Freeman, you can get your reset from the court coordinator. Once you get your reset, you'll be free to go. And you have a blessed day. And Mr. Johnson, once your attorney give you a reset, you'll be free to go as well, and you have a blessed day. Just have a seat in the gallery.
You want me there?
Yes. What case is it?
This is on Jordan Amber. She has 3 cases.
Amber. Yes,
There's 2 MPRPs that are in a new case.
right. Okay, where's Miss Ambers? Is that Miss Ambers?
Yes.
Miss Ambers, would you come forward? Okay, we're on the record in cause number 321-508, cause number 321-510, and cause number 324-508-1. All three cases are styled the state of Texas versus Jordan Ambers. And Ms. Ambers, in cause number 321-508 and cause number 321-510, you have motions to revoke your probation in those two cases. Mr. Okay, Ms. Ambers, how are you doing? I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Now, Ms. Ambers, you're here represented by your attorney, Mr. John Macy. Mr. Macy, how are you doing?
I'm fine, Your Honor.
Mr. Macy, you have an announcement you'd like to make? These are, well, in Ms. Amber's cases?
Yes, Your Honor. Well, I believe
The state, if I could jump in here.
Okay,
We have reached an agreement on her cases, and probation is advised that she has caught up on all her fees on the two probation cases. Therefore, we're dismissing the MTRPs.
okay,
And then on the new case, the 324-508-1, we've reached an agreement on that. It will involve a fine.
okay,
And Ms. Ambers has indicated through her attorney that she would need about 45 days to
pay
get
the
the fine
fine?
together. Yes, so if we
Okay,
could,
so we're gonna reset the third case, you're gonna
Yes, Your
dismiss the first two.
yes, Your Honor.
Okay, give us the date, 45 days on cause number 324-508-1.
You said 45 days, Judge?
Yeah, she needs about 45. Is that correct, Ms. Ambers? Okay,
Do 723. What are we doing with the other?
they're being dismissed. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So, Ms. Ambers, your first two cases, the two motion to revoke probation case will be dismissed today. Your remaining case, cause number 324-508-1, that case will be reset until July 23rd of 2021. Your attorney is gonna get your reset. Once you get your reset from your attorney, your reset and your dismissals from your attorney, you'll be free to go. Will those dismissals print out on there?
I don't know if she got her tone.
Yes, sir. It should be working. Try to see.
Okay. All right, thanks. Okay, just have a seat. That's your case, Mr. Macy.
Yes, Your Honor.
We're on the record in cause number 328674. The case is styled the state of Texas versus Kevin A. Banks. Mr. Banks, is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
How you doing, Mr. Banks? That's good. Mr. Banks, you're here represented by your attorney, Mr. John Macy. Mr. Macy, you have an announcement that you would like to make, Mr. Banks' case?
I do, Your Honor. Mr. Banks rejected the state's offer and he wants to have it placed on trial docket.
Okay, just hold on a minute. So our court reporter can get back to our, I mean, the court coordinator can get back to our office. So.
That's on Mr. Banks and you need just a regular reset?
Trial docket,
Trial docket, okay?
yes.
1 second. Let's do October 18th.
October 18th, okay, 2000, okay. Okay, case is gonna be reset to October 18th of 2021 for trial. Mr. Banks, your attorney is gonna get your reset. Once you get your reset, you'll be free to go. And you have a blessed day. Just have a seat in the gallery. Mr. Macy, you can get your reset from our court coordinator.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay,
And after that.
And you'll
this
be
is my
free to go.
last One, I can be excused.
yes.
Thank you.
Miss Macy, Maxie. Macy, Maxie.
Our last names are very.
Yeah. Okay, let me do this. There's an attorney who's on, she says she has a case from, Miss May Lou.
Yes, Judge.
What was the name of that defendant?
Yuris Vanessa Martinez.
No, it's not gonna pop up as they.
Oh, well, yours.
It's gonna go to.
She's off docket, Judge.
Okay, Martinez. Yeah, okay, what, you don't have a call. Could you look up? Okay. No, could you look up, her name is,
Really didn't.
is that Yuris Martinez? I guess it's, is that Y-U-R-I-S?
Yes, that's correct, Judge.
No, she's not on the docket. I was just asking you to look it up. U-R-I-S, that's the first name.
Y-U-R.
I mean, excuse me, Y-U-R-I-S.
That's the first thing.
Yes, and the last name is Martinez.
That's correct. I can give you the case number as well if you need.
Okay, what is that case number?
326162.
326162?
Correct.
Okay. What do you have on there? She had a warrant? Okay. Ms. Martinez, Ms. Lou, you can go forward. You said you wanted to approach the bench on this
Yes,
matter.
please. Our office was substituted. We substituted a prior appointed counsel back in February. And the defendant had a setting on May 28th. And it was our understanding that she was accepted into the PTI program. And the date given to us was June 3rd to sign the contract.
That's the signing date, right?
Right. However, our office misunderstood and we advised her not to go to the setting on April 28th, Judge. It was not her fault at all.
I understand.
Right. And the state called bond forfeiture because nobody appeared. She didn't appear. Our office did not appear. And that's very unlike our office because it was a complete misunderstanding from our office. But we're just here to ask you, Judge, respectfully to lift the KPS award to see if she could possibly get a new setting date. She has another hearing date to sign the contract for, I believe, August 5th. But my client, she actually is undocumented and she has an ICE hold. So if she were to be arrested, she would be transferred to ICE and then be processed through immigration again. It would just delay everything. And then plus she has children and she can't afford to like leave her children. And so it's just a really bad burden on our fault. So we're just kindly, asking you, Judge, just to see if you could.
Court normally, the bondsman is normally is the person who's responsible for the defendant, being in court. Now, if the person, so the bondsman is normally responsible. It's not the attorney's responsibility to have the defendant in court. And so if the person did not have a bondsman, if they, for example, had a PR bond or cash bond, then they are responsible.
Right.
And so, based on that, the court normally, the bond forfeitures are normally not recalled. And I know you have some immigration issues and stuff like that. The court is not inclined to get involved in the immigration issues. We are basically only dealing with whether or not the person appeared or did not appear on the court date that was given to the bondsman or to the defendant. And so at this point, the court is not inclined to withdraw the warrant.
She is on a PR bond, Judge.
Okay, so she was our own bondsman. And so it's her responsibility to, it was her responsibility. That's the.
Right, and our office advised her that she was not required to appear on that date.
Yeah. I understand that. Now, I mean, the court is not inclined to recall the warrant. Now, if you have some case law to support your position, the court will, take this matter under advisement and look up the case law. But at this point, the court is not inclined to set aside the bond forfeiture.
Okay, at this point, then would she have to turn herself in order to?
Well, I mean, the warrant is out there. I mean, I can't give any legal advice as to what she should do. You're in a better position as being her attorney to give her the legal advice that she needs.
Yes, Judge. And I don't believe she will appear if we ask her to and request the warrant be lifted, but I'm just concerned about her being transferred to immigration again.
I understand, but at this point, if you have some case law to support your position, the court is not inclined to set aside the bond forfeiture.
Understood.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, we'll take this matter up under advisement. All right. All right. Mr. McIntosh, put your mic on mute. And Mr. Wilkerson, we're calling your client Zedrick Watts. We're on the record in two cases. The first case is cause number 318-802. Number 325-909. Both cases are styled in the state of Texas. Actually, we have three cases. Third case is cause number 328-406. All three cases are styled in the state of Texas versus Cedric Jamal Watts. Mr. Watts, how are you doing? Mr. Wilkinson, how are you doing?
I'm doing all right, Judge. Thank you.
Hey, Mr. Wilkinson, do you have an announcement that you would like to make?
Judge, Mr. Watts also has a pending felony. Now, it looks like that felony has been set for trial. The evading arrest is out of the same case that his felony evading arrest has been charged from. And so I can't make an agreement on that case. If the DA's office is inclined to dispose of the other two cases, perhaps by agreement, then I can contact Ms. Maxey, or if she can contact me, we can see what we might be able to work out on that. However, regarding the misdemeanor evading arrest, again, it does stem from the same incident the felony evading arrest stems from, and so any action taken on that case could have an effect on his felony case, Judge.
You're right, and I see that the first case, cause number 318-802, on the docket sheet, it states that this is an MTRP. Is that correct? Mr. Wilkerson? His first case, motion to revoke probation. That's the note that it has on the docket sheet. Now, I do not have a motion to revoke probation before me for Mr. Could you check this? MTRP? Cause number 318-802.
And I was not aware of one either, Judge, so.
Okay, could you print it out? Apparently, it is an MTRP as noted on the docket. It should have been on the end. But the felony case, and he has two other misdemeanor cases. So, Mr. Wilkerson, you don't have a copy of the motion to revoke probation?
No, Judge. I
Okay.
wasn't. This is the first I'm learning of the motion to revoke probation.
Okay. Okay, yeah, it's, okay. What we'll do, we'll give you some time. I know the state will have to give you an opportunity to get some discovery in this case. The felony case is set for trial on September 23rd of 2021. How much time do you need in this case?
On the MTRP and the other misdemeanor, Judge?
Yes.
If we're going to potentially be able to resolve that, we should be able to do it with a standard reset.
Okay. Ms. Smith, could you give us the standard reset?
It's going to be on 7/16.
It's going to be reset to July 16th, 2021. Mr. Wilkerson, your reset will be sent to you, and Mr. Watts, just have a seat in the gallery. The court coordinator is going to give you a reset. Now, Mr. Wilkerson, you have another case, and the other case that you have is Nicole McDaniels. Nicole McDaniels. Okay, Mr. Wilkerson, Nicole McDaniel, not appeared. And you can inform, we'll give you an opportunity to contact Ms. McDaniel. She can appear in person by Zoom, by telephone.
Okay, Judge, I will attempt to do that. I've got to look for, I'm assuming that this was a court appointment. I don't have any discovery on the case as of yet, so I've got to get her information. I have not met with Ms. McDaniel.
Okay.
But I will see if we can reach out to her, if I can find where it was filed in, then
I think her bondsman is Bill America.
Bell America. Okay, we'll give them a call, Judge.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
All right, God bless that.
Note says the letter was returned.
Oh, but yeah, that was, Mr. McIntosh, we're calling your client Nicholas Lewis.
Appreciate it, Judge, and I apologize for not being muted earlier.
Oh, that's all right. That happens. Yeah. We got LeBlanc. Okay. Henning is also.
Mr. Shear, MIS is gonna come and try to see what's wrong with her.
Okay,
Yeah.
because it didn't know.
Yes.
Usually you would see. two
No response on
cases
Lewis?
for both of us.
I see, I have
Earlier,
Mr. McIntosh, the bailiff just, I guess, went out and called Mr. Lewis again. This time he didn't respond. I have a note here that he may have responded, he responded earlier.
I thought he was there, Judge. Maybe he just went to the bathroom or something. I don't know.
Okay, just, I don't know.
I'll hold tight and see if he comes back.
Okay, you have contact information on him?
I can look it up and see if my office has it. I don't have it on me.
Okay, all right. And I think, okay, his bondsman is Keith Day.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yes.
Okay, this is on the MTRP docket with Mr. Boudreau on a Blakely McLaughlin.
Okay, call Blakely McLaughlin.
Well, she's not going to be here. She's in the Orange County Jail. I just confirmed
Oh.
that. So
Well, that one's gonna be reset.
I think so.
Okay, so we need to, Ms. McLaughlin is currently incarcerated, Orange County Jail.
Yes, Your Honor.
So that one is going to be reset, Mr. Boudreau.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
What's,
Oh, Chess, you got warrants here too, so,
I got about 3 cases.
okay, hold on a minute. McLaughlin has,
But,
Ms. Smith, what were you saying?
I was just gonna ask Mr. Boudreau to come in my office.
Melanie need to see you in her office.
Okay.
Okay.
Go now or wait?
No, at your convenience when you're done.
Okay. Okay, would you call Ashley Pressler? Just hold on till she comes in.
Judge Owen.
How are you?
What's your name?
Julie Maxey, we've spoken on the phone. Nice to meet you in person.
We're on a record in cause number 328-760, cases style the state of Texas versus Ashley Pressler. Ms. Pressler, how are you doing?
I'm fine.
That's good. Ms. Pressler, you're here with your attorney, Attorney Don Boudreaux. Mr. Boudreaux, how are you doing?
Just fine.
Okay, Mr. Boudreaux. Mr. Boudreaux, do you have an announcement you'd like to make, Ms. Pressler?
Yes, sir. I've had a couple of issues with some issues. I'd like to have one resetting. I think this would be the first resetting, maybe the second. But
Probably be second, because I just see one reset on here. Okay. So, standard reset, 30
Yes,
days?
sir.
Okay, Ms. Smith, could you give us a date?
July 16th.
Okay, it's gonna be reset to July 16th. Ms. Pressler, your attorney's gonna get your reset.
Okay.
Once he gives you your reset, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day. You could have a seat in the gallery.
Okay.
And Mr. Boudreaux, you can go to the court coordinator's office, get your reset. Once you get your reset on your cases, you'll be free to go as well and you have a blessed day. Okay?
Yes.
You excuse. Just go to Melanie's office.
hey,
Oh, yeah.
No, sir.
they want you to.
Yeah, just sit in the gallery. Okay, yeah, just go to Melanie's office.
I may have one more.
I think that's it.
What I told you, just in the chair with a white tag.
That's, wait up. That's it. Yeah, you had two, it was three. One client had two cases.
Oh, yeah.
And then you had, another client had one, so it was three cases, but two people.
Okay.
All right, so you good. He's represented by LeBlanc.
Right.
Okay, we're on a record in cause number 288446, State of Texas versus Brian Keith Harris. Mr. LeBlanc, you're representing Mr. Harris. I think the state and Mr. Harris is present in court. Is your full name Brian Keith Harris?
Yes, sir.
How you doing, Mr. Harris?
How about yourself?
I'm doing fine. And Mr. LeBlanc, how are you doing?
Good, Judge. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. LeBlanc, I think the state would like to make an announcement on this case.
Okay.
Yeah, this case has gone on since 2014. As a result, we're in the nature of the offense. Also, we're just going to dismiss the MTRP.
Mr. LeBlanc, did you hear that?
I heard him talking, but no, I didn't understand what he said, Judge.
Because of the age of the case and the nature of the offense, we're going to dismiss the MTRP.
We have no objection to that, Judge.
You don't have no objections? All right. So, Mr. Harris, the state will be dismissing the MTRP, or the motion to revoke probation. We're going to give you you've already signed it? Okay. We just have a seat in the gallery. We're going to give you a copy of the dismissal.
Yes, sir.
Once you get the dismissal, you'll be free to go.
Yes, sir.
And Mr. LeBlanc, you have another case?
Yeah, I
Your,
do, Judge.
your client is also appearing via Zoom.
Yes, Judge.
We on the record in cause number 325414-2. The case is filed the state of Texas versus Chelsea Carolyn Henning. And this is on the announcement docket. Ms. Henning is appearing via Zoom. Ms. Henning, how are you doing?
I'm okay. How are you, Judge?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. And Ms. Henning, you're here represented by your attorney, Mr. Todd LeBlanc. Mr. LeBlanc, do you have an announcement that you would like to make on Ms. Henning's case?
Yes, Judge. The state's made an offer and I've conveyed it to my client and we need to set this case on the trial docket.
Docket. Okay, just hold on for your trial date.
Just give me a second. I'm finishing up with Mr. Boudreaux.
Okay.
And Judge, she can fax it to my office, I guess.
Okay, it's gonna be sent to you.
Okay, good.
And we just have to get that date for Ms. Henning.
Okay.
We're sitting strong for close to 13 years on and off, and a little bit. We're back again.
Would you please put the mic on mute?
Yes.
Keep coming back to
Who is that, Judge? For Mr. LeBlanc, because I can do October 18th.
Chelsea Henning.
Okay, October 18th.
Okay, case is gonna be reset to October 18th for trial. Ms. Henning, stay in contact with your attorney. This will conclude your case. You're free to go and you have a blessed day.
You as well. Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. And Mr. LeBlanc, I think this will, your reset will be sent to you. And you're free to go as well and you have a blessed day.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good weekend.
All right, same to you. We're on the record in cause number 320588. Case is style of State of Texas versus Kelly Ann McGee. Is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
How you doing, Miss McGee?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Now, Miss McGee, I have before me a motion to revoke probation in this case. Ms. McGee, have you been before this court on this motion to revoke probation? Or is this your first time?
I think this is our first.
Okay. So. Okay, Mr. Bailey, could you hand her a copy of the judge's explanation of rights to defendants without attorney? Okay, now, first of all, Miss McGee, I have before me a motion to revoke probation. This motion alleges that on the 13th day of November of 2018, in County Court at Law number 2, that you was found guilty for the offense of Class B theft, and your punishment was assessed at 90 days confinement in the Jefferson County Jail, $1,000 fine plus court costs. However, that confinement was probated for a period of 1 year. On January 24 to 2019, the state filed a motion to revoke your probation. Now, in this motion, there are 4 allegations. Now, if the court finds any one of these allegations to be true and your probation is revoked, you can get up to 90 days confinement in the Jefferson County Jail. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Now, as a defendant in a criminal case, you have 3 options. Number 1, you may hire an attorney. Do you understand that option?
I have one. You just
Okay.
couldn't be present today.
Okay, so you have hired an attorney?
Yes, sir. Bruce Smith.
Okay, so on the bottom of that document, it says defendant's choice. Mark initials next to only one choice. But let me do this here. I'll just go through the whole document and then you'll make your choice at the end.
Yes, sir.
The document says as a defendant in a criminal case, you have 3 options. Number 1, you may hire an attorney. Number 2, if you do not have enough money to hire an attorney, you may request an attorney be appointed to represent you. And number 3, you may represent yourself. If you want an attorney to represent you and have enough money to hire an attorney, the case will be reset to give you time to do so. If you want an attorney and do not have the money to hire one, you will need to fill out a financial questionnaire so that the proper person can determine whether or not to appoint an attorney to represent you. You may not speak to the prosecutor about your case unless you sign a written waiver of your right to be represented by an attorney. Be aware that there are dangers to self-representation. Waiving your right to an attorney and representing yourself may result in a worse outcome for you and your case, including the loss of significant legal rights and opportunities relating to military service, possession of a firearm, housing and public benefits, child custody, immigration status for non-citizens, and employment. If you choose to proceed without an attorney, you may change your mind at any time and may request counsel from the court. At the bottom of this document, it reads, defendant's choice, mark initials next to only one choice. If your choice is, I want to reset this case to hire my own attorney, then you'll put your initials on the first line to the left. If you have already hired an attorney, then you'll put your initials on the second line to the left and the name of the attorney on the line to the right. If your choice is, I want to apply for court-appointed counsel, then you'll put your initials on the third line to the left. If you've already been appointed a court-appointed counsel, then you'll put your initials on the fourth line to the left and the name of the court-appointed counsel on the line to the right. If your choice is, I want to waive my right to an attorney and represent myself, then you'll put your initials on the fifth line to the left. Now, once you finish initialing one of those 5 lines, you will sign your signature on the line that says defendant, and you see today's date, May 28th of 2021. Do you understand? You may make your choice. Okay, Mr. Bailey, could you hand it? Thank you. Okay, okay, Ms. McGee, you stated that you have hired Bruce Smith, is that correct? The court coordinator is going to give you a reset. Just have a seat in the gallery for your reset. And just give us a standard reset.
Yes, sir. I do not show Mr. Smith as her attorney. When did she hire him?
I don't, she said she's not with somebody.
I spoke with him yesterday. He said that he couldn't be here today.
She said yesterday.
Okay, well, I'll give a standard reset and that'll
Okay,
give Mr. Smith time to sign.
just give us maybe a standard reset. We don't need to put Mr. Smith on the case yet until he give us a letter of rep.
No,
right?
sir, I won't.
Okay. No, just have a seat in the gallery. We're gonna give you a reset. Okay, you're welcome. Oh, that's gonna be a dismissal.
Okay.
Yeah. Did we, I did the dismissal? Hold on a minute.
Judge, if I may, I believe my client is in the court or is in the courthouse. If we could call him again. Mr. Lewis.
Nicholas Lewis, what you call Nicholas Lewis?
Nicholas Lewis.
Mr. Lewis? We're on the record in cause number 326144. The case is style of state of Texas versus Nicholas Jamal Lewis. Mr. Lewis, is that your full name? How you doing, Mr. Lewis? I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Mr. Lewis, your case set on the announcement docket, you're represented by your attorney, Mr. Charles McIntosh, who is appearing via Zoom. Mr. McIntosh, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, Judge. Thank you.
That's good. Mr. McIntosh, do you have an announcement that you'd like to make, Mr. Lewis?
Yes, Judge. I've been in contact with Mr. Lewis. I've spoken with the district attorney's office. I have gotten an offer. However, I have not had a chance to show the discovery to Mr. Lewis and also convey that offer to him. I got that offer yesterday. So we just asked for a standard reset and for Mr. Lewis to keep doing what he's doing, and I'll be in contact with him soon to set up a meeting.
Okay.
July 16th.
Okay.
That works for me.
Okay, this case is going to be reset July 16th. Mr. Lewis, we're going to give you a copy of your reset in court. Just have a seat in the courtroom, past the wall. And then once you get your reset, you'll be free to go. And Mr. McIntosh, this is your only case?
Yes, Judge, I believe that it is.
Okay, Mr. McIntosh, this case is going to be reset. Your reset will be sent to you. You're free to go. You're excused, and you have a blessed day.
Thank you, Judge. You as well.
Okay, you're welcome. Is John Washington here? Okay, we're on the record in cause number 323886. The case is style of state of Texas versus John Scott Washington Jr. How are you doing, Mr. Washington?
Doing well. How about yourself?
I'm doing fine. Now, Mr. Washington, I have before me a motion to revoke your unadjudicated probation. Have you appeared in court before on this motion to revoke your unadjudicated probation?
No, sir.
This is your first time? Okay. Now,
What is unadjudicated?
you got deferred probation. You're on deferred probation, right? Well, that's what it's,
Yeah.
that's what I have here.
Yeah.
Now,
Miss
Miss,
off your record, right? Once you're done. Yeah. Okay.
okay, now, Mr. Washington, this motion to revoke your unadjudicated probation alleges that on December 17th of 2019, in the county court at law number 2, Jefferson County, Texas, that the court found that the evidence was sufficient beyond a reasonable doubt to support a finding of guilt for the offense of possession of marijuana, which is a Class B misdemeanor. The court deferred adjudicating your guilt in accordance with Article 4212 of the Texas Code of Criminal Procedure, and the court placed you on unadjudicated probation for a period of 6 months. On June 3rd of 2020, the state filed a motion to revoke your unadjudicated probation. In this motion, there are 6 allegations. Now, if the court finds that one of these allegations is true, and if your probation is revoked, for this Class B misdemeanor offense, you can get up to 180 days. You could be sentenced to up to 180 days in the Jefferson County Jail. As a defendant, now, Mr. Baylor, could you give him judge's explanation? Okay, I will go over this with you. That document is titled Judge's Explanation of Rights to Defendants Without Attorney. Do you see that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And it states that as a defendant in a criminal case, you have 3 options. Number 1, you may hire an attorney. Do you understand that option?
Yes, sir.
Number 2, if you do not have enough money to hire an attorney, you may request an attorney be appointed to represent you. Do you understand that option?
Yes, sir.
Number 3, you may represent yourself. Do you understand that option? Okay. If you want an attorney to represent you and have enough money to hire an attorney, the case will be reset to give you time to do so. If you want an attorney and do not have the money to hire one, you will need to fill out a financial questionnaire so that the proper person can determine whether or not to appoint an attorney to represent you. You may not speak to the prosecutor about your case unless you sign a written waiver of your right to be represented by an attorney. Be aware that there are dangers to self-representation. Waiving your right to an attorney and representing yourself may result in a worse outcome for you and your case, including the loss of significant legal rights and opportunities relating to military service, possession of a firearm, housing and public benefits, child custody, immigration status for non-citizens, and employment. If you choose to proceed without an attorney, you may change your mind at any time and may request counsel from the court. At the bottom of this document, it reads, defendant's choice. Mark initials next to only one choice. If your choice is, I want to reset this case to hire my own attorney, then you'll place your initials on the first line to the left. If you have already hired an attorney, then you'll place your initials on the second line to the left and the name of the attorney on the line to the right. If your choice is, I want to apply for court-appointed counsel, then you'll place your initials on the third line to the left. If you have already been appointed a court-appointed attorney, then you'll put your initials on the fourth line to the left and the name of the attorney on the line to the right. If your choice is, I want to waive my right to an attorney and represent myself, then you'll put your initials on the fifth line to the left. Now, once you finish initialing one of those 5 lines, you will sign on the line that says defendant, and you will place today's date on the line that says date. Okay, you may make your choice.
I have a question. If they filed a motion to revoke on June 3rd, that would have been the end of my
Well,
probation.
I can't give you any legal advice. Okay.
Um,
Okay, you want to reset your case to hire your own attorney? Just have a seat in the audience and you'll get a reset date. Once you get your reset date from our court coordinator, you'll be free to go. Yeah, hold on.
Judge, Ms. McDaniel has joined us via Zoom.
Okay. Let's see. We're on the record in cause number 327248. The case is styled the state of Texas versus Nicole McDaniel. Ms. McDaniel is appearing via Zoom. Ms. McDaniel, how are you doing? Ms. McDaniel, how are you doing? Can you hear me? Ms. McDaniel, can you hear me? Mr. Wilkerson.
Yes, Judge.
Oh, I was just wondering if you could hear me.
Yes, sir, I can. It looks like she's speaking too. I don't think, when she first came in, I saw it said connecting to audio, and perhaps she wasn't able to connect.
She didn't connect to the audio. She might have to reconnect, I think. Is that, so that is Miss McDaniel, Mrs. McDaniel?
Yes,
Is that
Judge.
correct?
Yes.
Okay, Miss McDaniel. Okay. Mr. Wilkerson, what is your announcement on Miss McDaniel's case?
Judge, I would ask for just one quick reset to July 17th or 16th. I believe is the date that that the resets have been going to, so that we can go over her discovery and then appear in court.
Okay. Okay, it's gonna be reset to July 16th. Okay, case is gonna be reset to July 16th. Mr. Wilkerson, your reset will be sent to you, and just stay in contact with Miss, I guess, McDaniel, or Miss McDaniel. Yeah, just stay in contact with Miss McDaniel. And so, Mr. Wilkerson, this will conclude your cases. You're free to go, and you have a blessed day.
Thank you, Judge. You as well.
Okay, you can tell Miss McDaniel that she's free to go as well. I guess you can maybe call her.
We'll take care of that, Judge.
Okay. Look like she's connecting to audio right now.
Okay. It looks like it's hanging up there, Judge. We'll go ahead and give her a call.
I think she's connected. Miss McDaniel? Okay, Miss McDaniel? Okay, your case has been reset to July 16 of 2021. Stay in contact with your attorney, and this will conclude your case. You're free to go. You have a blessed day. I can't understand what you're saying, but okay, yeah, I don't know if your volume is down or not, but stay in contact with your attorney, Mr. Wilkerson. Just contact your attorney, Mr. Wilkerson. Your case is concluded. You have a blessed day. All right. You have a blessed day.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. You're welcome. Oh, who else we have? Oh. Akeem Reese. We're on a record in cause number 325062. The case is styled the state of Texas versus Akeem Deshaun Reese. Mr. Reese, is that your full name?
No, so you're missing one middle name, Jamal.
Oh, okay, okay. So is it Akeem
Deshaun Jamal Reese.
Akeem Deshaun Jamal Reese? Okay. How you doing, Mr. Reese?
How you doing?
I'm doing fine. Now, they say this case is not an MTRP, but it's on the MTRP. Yeah. So this is on the MTRP, on the motion to revoke probation docket. Mr. Reese, have you appeared in court before in this case?
This case been going on for some time now. I got kind of confused about it because I was on probation. I'm not on probation.
Okay, hold on a minute. Maybe his probation was, maybe that. Oh, he did? When was that?
December 11th.
Okay. Print us off a copy.
I showed that it's not an MTRP.
Oh, no. I'm asking her to print something else off. This is the one I was. Get that to him. Okay, once you get that to him. Mr. Maurice.
Yes, sir.
What you have before you is the judge's explanation. You remember signing an addition in that
Yes,
doc?
sir.
And you also had a waiver. Is that correct? Now, what we're gonna do is just have a seat and someone from the district attorney's office will talk to you.
Okay.
All right, just have a seat. Okay, now, Troy Gerard.
He didn't show up. He didn't answer.
Okay. 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 Hold on a minute. Mr. So is this Mr. Washington? Yeah, hold on a minute. I'm gonna take a recess.